Alrighty. Oh, I was just staring at it all awkward, like I'm a newscaster. You know what I'm saying? And then I already doing it. I was holding the mic too close to my face.
Oh, yeah.
The whole time, every time. Yeah, dude. Every time I was holding it too close to my face, and like I would cringe while I was watching.
Just gonna try to mimic you.
Like I am just screaming into the microphone like a psychopath. If you could, I love that. We're here at Novo, Brazil. It's Friday, so it's really crowded and it's awesome. You're good. No. Have at it, dude. We're just
talking.
We're good to go. Have at it. That's real life. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Seriously, don't even worry about it. Families are trying to eat, and we're doing a dorky ass podcast right here, like live. And I have to stop cursing because our little kids running around. But anyway, sorry for the long diatribe, the long introduction.
You, man.
If you could introduce yourself, why we're here, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm Marcus Luna. I'm the capo for the Riptides. I've been in the group for over a year now, and we're here for Riptides and the Union. This is a happy hour. You're just hanging out. We got the soccer game at 7:30, and just getting out there, getting ready for kickoff for next first MLS season.
So we were just recording on Sunday, and there was a question that was asked about, like, does each supporters group have a capo? How many capos are there? How does that work? So since you are a capo, can you let us in on a little bit of that? Or if not, no big deal.
No, it's fine.
Or if it hasn't been like finalized or anything like that, we were just curious, like how it's going to work.
I don't know if we're gonna have a thing where like every group has to have a capo or something like that, but I think it will work out that way. And I don't know the total number of capos. I am hearing that we're going to have 3 capo stands. And I don't know how many people will stand on each one. Maybe it'll be 2 people per, so maybe 3 times 2 is 6. So maybe 6 capos, but it's just guessing, man.
It's all new to me. Cool. No, awesome. And then one question I want to ask everybody, and I'll be asking everybody tonight, is you are obviously entrenched in the supporter community, being a capo already and all that stuff, leadership style stuff.
Yeah.
What does being a supporter mean to you?
Supporter to me means being part of a like-minded community that is passionate about something. And we're all passionate about soccer in San Diego. And join passion, I think, is the critical piece of what a supporter needs to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a better way to spend your time. Like we were joking about it at the beginning. But it's so funny. We have people walking around and being interested in what we're doing, which kind of blows my mind. We're just being dorks. That's what we're doing. But no, I'm very excited. So were you a soccer fan before San Diego FC, or is this like a new thing for you?
It's almost kind of yes and no, because soccer wasn't my biggest passion, but I followed it. It really did start with MLS, because like a lot of my sports fandom, it's through my dad, and my dad was stoked when Galaxy were an expansion team of when the league started in, what was it, 96? Somewhere around there?
I think, the first season was 1996.
And so I was 10 at that point.
Was 94.
I'm aging myself now, but I was 10 at that point. And my dad would watch every Saturday, and I would join in.
Oh, wow. So you really did watch MLS back then? Because I did not. Oh, wow.
It was
That's impressive.
My dad was more diligent in watching every game and watching every play. I like check in on things during it. And the last couple of years, I've started to make sure I watch as many Galaxy games as I can, type of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Was your dad a big Kobe Jones fan?
Oh yeah. That's like probably still his guy. Yeah. I think he has a jersey. He doesn't have that many jerseys, but I think he has a Kobe Jones jersey. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. I think Kobe Jones still is like, has he's in the record like top 10 caps for the U.S. or something like that. Like he has some good, or maybe assists, or I don't know, some good records.
An absolute stud
I
for
love
both
Kobe Jones,
for both MLS and the U.S. national team for sure.
I agree. And being a short guy, obviously
he's a terrific announcer too.
So, oh really?
Yeah, he does games for Fox, and and when Galaxy had a all the games locally. He was the analyst for them too, and
I did.
he's a really good announcer.
Oh, dude, I actually got to see one of his very last games with the Galaxy, and it was against Suwon Blue Wings. I think it was the second to last game because his last one was against Chelsea, I believe, because that was David Beckham's first game. I brought this up in the other live one, but I just try to bring this up every time I can, you know. So, but no, yeah, I appreciate you sitting down and answering some of my questions, and no, that was it. Now we can put our mic down and go take a couple sips of beer and find the next person to interview.
Awesome.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thanks, Nate.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're gonna see you.
Congratulations on the day.
I seem to have dropped my microphone over here.
All right. I think most of the people watching, all 7 of them, I think they are.
You were over 30 last I looked.
I think they already know who you are. But if you could introduce yourself.
Yes, Brandon. I run 2 Instagram pages. Terrible San Diego FC memes and terrible Padres memes. Yeah, I don't know.
No, here's actually a real question. Have people who are currently on the roster for the Padres, have they commented on your stuff or reposted your stuff or anything like that?
No.
Oh, that actually surprises me.
No,
because I'm asking because it gets a ton of engagement.
Yeah. Yeah.
That surprises me.
There's one person that has liked or commented. I won't name names, but he might be the most social media savvy since he is the youngest one.
Gotcha.
But it is what it is. We're small guys compared to some of these people. I don't even know what the hell Chucky. He's probably got 10 million followers or something.
Well, I have to ask, what other Padres specific meme account has more followers than you?
Oh, so if we're going to talk about Padres, there's a couple. Yeah, there's a few
I don't
out
mean
there.
to make it like a competition. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. I've got whatever, 16,000. I've only been running it since April 22. There's a few others. LFGSD is one of the guys I actually work with. We collaborate a lot, and he wants to collaborate more for San Diego FC stuff coming up as well.
Yeah.
He's got like 26,000 followers or something. Padres Humor, another one. I'll give a lot of credit to Padres Humor because it's crazy what those, especially when you're starting off, like those guys with bigger accounts, when they share something, it's crazy what it does for your account. And I've realized that myself now that my account is growing. Like you have a lot of, I don't know, like you can help a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get eyes on other people or whatever. So
that's the thing. That's actually one of the things that I really like about supporter community and things like that. Is literally it's regular ass people helping each other out.
Yeah,
and it's like you build it from the ground up, and you build it from a place of like real passion. I guess like I'm only like you're not gonna sit there and take the time to fucking do memes and things like that unless you really give a shit about the team, unless you really care, because it does. It takes time.
I care. I find it fun. I find it, funny. Anytime I can throw shade at you, it's good. Dude. So
bring it my way, please.
That's exactly what I just mentioned, Chris, since he mentioned it in your last podcast, but
absolutely.
Say hi.
What are we talking about?
Right now we're talking about memes. And right now we're talking about
transfer rumors.
Oh, I would love some transfer rumors. Do you got it? No, but why you can't bring it up and then leave? All right. See, you see that? This is what San Diego FC does to me every
What's
time.
His title? So for those of you that don't know who that is, that's Seb. I don't remember his title, to be quite honest.
They just leave me hanging all the time.
But he works for the club.
Little tidbits of information, but not enough to form a whole picture. And they keep me hanging on. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're professionals at it or something.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
That was, God, who was talking about that? One of the things I went to, they said Heaps was actually in the office with them, and he would just like randomly drop names for like people he was looking at, and he's like, are you sure you should be telling me that? Like, of course, they wouldn't tell us that, but
I know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
But that right there, I mean, he's not a player or anything, but he's a guy high up in the. No, I shouldn't say high up, but he's well established in the club.
He has influence in the club.
He's not the only one that shows up to these events, and just you get a little bit. Some of the inside story on what's going on and all that stuff. It's a lot. Like I said, I always said it's a lot different than some of the other sports. Like soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot more accessible.
Absolutely. No, that is one of the hallmarks of soccer, and like one of the reasons I became obsessed with it is because as a fan, you feel more invested, even if it's like might not be realistic. You know what I'm saying? It still feels that way. But speaking of which, I've been asking everybody what does being a supporter mean to you? And I don't just mean being a soccer supporter, but, the reason I brought up the meme pages and all that stuff and you taking your time out to do it is like, I feel like that's kind of part of supporter culture. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I think we all have our own things to offer, I guess would be the best way of putting it, right? Like, you just had a capo on here, and like he's super passionate about it. Every time they talk about it, he volunteers. He's always first volunteer to go to the practices and all that stuff. So we all have our own things to really offer, and I love to yell at the top of my lungs and all that fun stuff. But also just, trying to build that excitement and that, just getting people involved. We've already seen it with a lot of these events. And, I actually, one of the things that kind of comes to mind right now is we did a post the other day, and it literally it was just pictures of all the players so far. And then there was another, it was like the players plus Mikey and TJ. And someone commented, and this is someone who's been following me on my other Padres page, and he's like, oh, I must have missed some signings. And it's just kind of wild, right? We don't really think of that. I think we are very in tune with it. You know, I've got like San Diego FC is like a favorite on my Instagram account, so they pop up first whenever they put something and stuff like that. You are too, by the way. Just give just letting you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll try to be more active on there. But
Yeah.
Julie does such a good job of running our Instagram account.
No, I mean, you guys got you doing the YouTube thing and it's taking off, and it's, but it's, you know, we kind of take it for granted. Like, and I see that with Padres stuff too. Is like someone will make a comment, and I just, you know, at first I'm like, God, what have you been watching?
Yeah,
Like that is completely off. Like it's nowhere close, and then you just kind of realize that not everyone is fully involved, and that's fine. I mean, I'll be honest, man. When the Padres were terrible, you got to check out every now and then. I would even say the end of 2021, I checked out. They collapsed, and I checked out for the last month or so. You know, I'd still kind of pay attention a little bit, but I'm not. And so it's just, you kind of get that. Basically what I'm saying is everyone has their different way of fanning. And go ahead. You,
No, not at all. Don't even apologize.
Everyone has their different ways of fanning and all that stuff, and and you know, everyone has something different to bring, and so that's for me. That's what I want to bring. Is I want to bring just spreading the buzz, man, spreading the energy, making fun of it while we can, trying to bring a little bit of you know, especially right now, it's been hard on Padres side, bringing that optimism, you know, and yeah, I might throw a meme out there when we lose. But there are certain lines that I don't cross, right? Like, I don't talk shit about our own players. Like, that's not me. Other people, that's on them. But at the end of the day, they're still our player. Now, when a certain closer, you know, is done with the Padres after the 2023 season, he opened himself up. And, of course, I made some memes talking shit about him, you know. But for as long as he was with the club, you know, even near the end, when he was kind of pissing me off, he was still part of the team. So, you know, I think that's kind of really
bad
super long.
Bad time to say I'm a Giants fan, and I liked his, you know, no-hitter, but that's all good. I know who you're talking about.
No, I wouldn't talk about him. He's a dog. He's a dog. I still follow. Okay. Actually, you want to talk about people that have interacted with me on Instagram. Snell is one of the few.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the few.
Oh, dude, okay.
I should say few Padres.
Hell yeah.
Him, Jackson, Luis Ariz. There's a few other Profar a little bit. A lot of those guys are super.
Are they pretty active on social media and all that stuff?
Well, they a lot of them are. Like, even the other guys I didn't mention, but they don't want to necessarily interact with a lot of pages because then it's almost seen as like an endorsement of that page. Yeah. And then if I go off and start making a Nazi salute or something like that, then it'll like link it back to me, and like it's
look bad on them.
Yeah, kind of. And they just want to avoid that stuff.
No, I understand.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
No, absolutely. They're probably trained by publicists and things like that. But sorry, we got interrupted. Chris, sorry it's taking so long to get to your question about the Starship Troopers. I didn't forget.
I don't know. Yeah, you guys brought it up on the last podcast. It's you know, I'm trying to. There's not a whole lot out there right now. I mean, we know December is going to be super freaking busy. But in the meantime, you know, just trying to bring that energy, trying to bring, you know, maybe a couple people into the supporter groups. So anything I can kind of do to help that, right? And that's where that's a very, well, usually it's just the picture of the female from there. Like I think she's like the first one that says it, right? I'm doing my part in Starship Troopers, right? She's like the very first one. It's usually just a picture, but I was like, I could make this a video. And then the kid pops on screen. You know, if you guys haven't seen it, I put the little logos of all the different supporter groups over it. And
that
then the
is like
kid
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, I love it. It's you guys. I mean, you described it perfectly. That when I was younger, it was like that one. Those like action kind of comedy. Kind of, they don't take itself too seriously, but it does it in a way that it's like it's purposeful, right? Like, you know,
the satire and all that, you'd love it.
That one and the other one that I always, and funny, I've actually made memes about San Diego FC about from that too. The Fifth Element. They were both kind of those like action, but not too serious kind of movies.
Yeah.
But anyways, the kid pops up on screen, and I'm like, who do I make this? You know, and we settled on you. So.
Absolutely.
Well, first of all, I knew you. That's the main thing. Is like I didn't want to do it to someone and not know how they were going to take it, right? So.
Oh no. You got to meet my siblings. I'm the fourth of 5 children. I've been roasting my whole life. It's all good. The thing is like, yeah, you gotta make fun of me better than I can make fun of me, and not a lot of people can. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But dude, thank you again for spending your time.
Yeah, no problem.
With the Fancast,
no
as
problem.
always. This is just the beginning, dude. We'll be in the supporter section screaming our head off.
Yeah. Do you think the only what do we got coming up?
Chrome Ball tomorrow.
Sorry, I just got thrown off. This woman is yelling at her kid.
I love it. I love it. Real life is happening.
Who has my same name, and it just threw me off. I was like, I thought my mom was yelling at me. And...
Well, at least she like named her child a normal name and not like Brandon Lay or something weird. You know,
I know there's a couple Chrome Balls coming up, a couple more happy hours coming up. I'm very excited to see what's going on for like the expansion draft and the super draft. Both of those,
all that stuff.
You guys definitely got to be live streaming during those. So
we're so excited. The studio just got set up, so we're ready, dude.
Yeah,
we're ready.
Yeah, I'm curious. It seems like the club might have some sort of event for those things. I don't know about the expansion draft because it seems like it's just them, right?
Hey,
like,
if not, we should have our own watch party and we'll just make it up.
Yeah, like they just make a couple picks and then they get. I looked at the rules. It's like they get like 3 minutes per pick, but I'm like, why do you even need 3 minutes? You should already have them.
You're the only team in
You're the only team.
You're the only team. Hey, I would love to see them take 3 minutes for every single one.
I mean, hey, it's absolute cinema, right? But
I hope that TJ makes the picks and then Mikey comes over and he translates it into Spanish.
And then they literally wait and watch. They just sit there and watch. They don't even say anything. They're not even conversing. They already have their next pick, and they just watch the clock go down.
I would be down. I would love that.
But I'm obviously the super draft. That'll be something a little bit more fun because everyone's picking.
It feels like a real draft, right?
Is it? Here, I haven't looked. Is it a snake draft where it goes?
You can't. I don't know.
1 through 30.
Oh, that is
and then
not
it goes
something
back down. That's what I don't know because I know we have the first pick.
I looked at.
I know we have the first pick, but I just don't know do we basically have to wait whatever that is, 58 picks in between?
I totally acted like one of those losers that just reads the headline and just like, hell yeah. I saw we got first pick and I was like, hell yeah, first pick.
End of the day, we're not making any of the picks, so, we're not having to do our fantasy football research or anything like that.
Kevin De Bruyne, is that really a possibility? Like, is Kevin De Bruyne really a possibility? You guys just fucking with me? Because seriously, he legitimately, I think he's the best soccer player in the world. I really do. But me, that you have to I feel like you have to give a parameters as of what you think is the best soccer player. And for me, it's the most complete player. And Kevin De Bruyne can do everything.
Is he? I keep getting all my people confused. I think is his contract up in the summer, or is it up now?
I don't know, but I keep hearing rumors and shit like that.
Well, because
you
guys talked on your or you talked on your last podcast about like who was the guy you were roasting that said he was on ayahuasca and just making up shit. But he's talking about he heard TJ Heaps on the radio, right?
Oh, I wasn't roasting anybody.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't you.
I was literally just reading their handle on Discord because I was just reading it right off because I wanted to give them proper credit.
Yeah.
I was just being completely transparent.
No, but the idea of signing one more DP player
before December, right?
Maybe in December, right? But that would then leave another one, which could, have the rumors flying come the summer transfer window. So Who knows? But I know there's a couple big names that come off contract in the summer, so be interesting.
This guy will randomly. He's like, I don't really watch soccer, and then he'll be like, "What about Milan Ilowski? He's from Escondido." I'm just like, dude, you're saying what?
I
don't really pay attention to soccer.
I spend a lot of time on the internet.
Good. I'm glad you're putting it to good use.
Well, no, it's just hey, you see a name and then you just start doing research, right?
Yeah,
and so it's true. I haven't, I wasn't a big soccer guy. Again, kind of going over, just wanted to get involved in something from the beginning. But you don't have to be. Hell, you can do a lot less than I'm doing. That's for sure. You could, just show up and be ready to drink a couple beers or non-alcohol beers if that's your preference, and get ready to scream. So
yeah, this is true.
Anyways,
absolutely, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna put this right back down here.
Wait, what's that?
So we just been holding it about right here, and I think that's good to go. I was holding it a little too close to my face the last two times.
Like not like this close, like
About right here.
right here.
And we're good. Yeah, we're live.
Mid
already.
chest.
Yeah,
Mid chest.
all
Okay,
good.
sweet.
Yeah, right where your logo is.
Right there.
Yeah, perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
awesome.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, we are back. Sorry for the long delay, ordering beers, things like that. Apologies. I got Greg with me. Greg, could you tell me what supporter group you're part of and what it means to you to be a supporter?
So I'm actually part of the Riptides, and what the Riptides mean, and just sports in general, honestly, overall, to me means community. It means a group of people that you can hang out with, you can have a couple of beers with, you can enjoy a good and even some bad times with as well. And for somebody like me who's grown up, didn't have a lot of friends, all that type of stuff like that, not to give you too much of a sob story, but that has what's really endeared me to this, to both the Riptides and even San Diego City community in general, is just that sense of community, that sense of purpose, that sense of belonging that we all as human beings desire.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's one thing, aside from like food, water, and shelter, that's like one of our most basic needs is community.
Yeah, and it makes it like having a soccer team or like a pole in the ground, something to kind of gather around. I feel like this makes it easier for you. Not only like you mentioned not a sob story. You're just telling us like it is. Maybe not as many friends growing up, things like that. But this gives, like I said, a pole in the ground and just like automatically attracts people. So that's a very positive thing, in my mind. And that's also the piece that I look forward to the most and all that. So were you a soccer fan before that, or was it the community you were attracted to, or was it the sport and then the community you became part of?
I've been a soccer fan since 1998. I came of age when the U.S. men didn't do so well in the 1998 World Cup. For me, soccer was something that me and my dad made, rest in peace, enjoyed a lot of. So, first game I watched was the USA-Iran game in '98 when that was the only game in that the only goal that they scored in that entire World Cup was against Iran. And
Is that the one Iran 1-2-1?
yes, that was when Brian McBride scored the only goal.
Yeah.
And then, of course, so for me, I guess it was also something I could relate to with my dad growing up, was seeing the U.S. men And then eventually, probably 2009 or so, I started watching more and more MLS.
Mhm.
So I migrated to the Seattle Sounders at first, and then the Portland Timbers, Houston Dynamo. Like the friends of mine I had at the time were Dynamo fans, so I enjoyed myself at a Dynamo as along with the Timbers.
But
And
I
then-
feel like, to your point, I feel like Seattle Sounders did a great job of attracting people because I remember watching their first game
Oh,
when
yeah.
I think Freddie Montero scored the brace to win it.
Yeah.
I was excited. I don't know, because then I have a memory of Obafemi Martins playing around the same time.
Yes.
I don't know if it was exactly then. So I also remember Obafemi Martins playing with Clint Dempsey. So
You should also tell everyone how we double ordered.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And what Julie was mentioning is a waiter came up to us and I ordered us beers. Me, Julie, and my coworker. I ordered us 3 beers, and then as I finished ordering, I looked over and with a different server, Julie was ordering 3 more beers, and I knew what was happening, and I didn't stop her. Doubled it up.
Here's to you.
Roast.
Prost. But even in rivalries, you can always find some sort of appreciation. You know, like when I switched from Seattle to Portland, that was more of a family thing than anything else. Like I still have a lot of love and respect for ECS because what they've done for the Sounders to create that fan culture is something that we've seen across the league. We've seen the LAFC. We've seen it even on the USL level with the locals and the curse of New Mexico United have done. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It really is.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and then I became a Liverpool FC fan in 2010 because I loved You'll Never Walk Alone. The first time I heard them, I was going through a bad situation at the time, and just You'll Never Walk Alone, the cop singing that really endeared that to me because it's like, okay, now I know I'm not going to be doing this alone. But that song has been my motto for years, and just like saying UFC has done, the Liverpool FC community have been my tribe, so to speak.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome. No, and I love it. I mean, and Brandon brought it up. It's like we almost live in a little bubble, of these supporters, which is kind of a good thing. Like sometimes it's nice to have an escape from the outside world and to just be with people enjoying the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But dude, thank you very much for taking time to be on with us. And sorry, I gotta hit the restroom. I'm gonna grab another beer. But thank you for jumping on the podcast for a few minutes.
No worries, man. Thank you for your time. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, Greg. Thank you. I was doing that earlier.
Fuck is this? Am I supposed to sit on this? Matt!
That's what it's there for.
Matt!
Hey, that's why we're live streaming. This is the unedited version.
Right. So I gotta hold it, right?
Yeah, but hey, all the other times I've been holding it like.
Oh, you're getting in trouble? Leave him alone.
Now all the other times I've been holding it like hella close to my face, and it sounds like I'm screaming into that.
You
shit.
so on the podcast, you're the loudest one. But no. Let me rephrase that. You're the clearest one. You're the clearest one.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody sounds like they're calling from a payphone.
Oh,
Like, you actually
interesting.
sound like And I put it on my TV while I'm doing shit around the room, or I put it on my headphones. They're like, you're the clearest one. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So props to you on that shit. You're on, right?
That's we are, but that was actually Julie's little brother. He gave me that microphone.
Oh, there you go.
He's like the AV guy. I gotta. So now that we have the studio kind of set up, I gotta get him in to do the actual technical side. So we just got the physical shit.
I saw you're working in the studio.
Yeah.
So you're doing shit on it?
I'm trying to get it so that everybody is with me.
So you're live right now?
Yeah.
All right,
We're live right now.
This is for the studio.
All right.
An official Barra 18 flag. All right, with stickers and all. And it's vertical, so it doesn't
Thank
take
you,
that much
sir.
fucking
Thank you.
room. I mean,
Hell yeah.
all right, I want to
No,
see that in the
absolutely.
fucking studio.
And I just don't want to open it up right now in this and lose the stickers and shit. But we got
Hey, and the crowd goes wild. It's a vertical one. I was considerate of the room and the space you have in the room. You know,
I try to make sure to save those stickers.
There's a vertical one. It's a nice little song, you know. Look at that. Wow. Ooh.
That's the first time I.
Wow. Right. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow. There you go. Hey, that's for the studio.
Thank you.
Like, watch your
Thank
shit,
you,
you
thank
fucking
you,
ear
thank you.
bleeder. Alright, motherfuckers, we fuck with Nate, dude. He's a homie.
Hey, I had to take care of that ear infection. You know what I'm saying?
Don't bully
Absolutely.
him, lady.
Absolutely.
Oh, fuck.
But
Back.
I know you've been on before and all that stuff. But if you could introduce yourself.
Barra 18, the homie Osito, just doing what we do, man. I mean, it's getting contradicting as the season is getting coming soon, because they just told me right now that a big Chrome Ball event December 15 where we play the Bucks up in LA.
Oh shit.
I'm like, oh. That's tough. I know. We'll
So-
talk about it later.
Yeah, you know what though?
I got the mans though. I got the mans. If I gotta say,
yeah, I would say that if you had, if you went up to SoFi and did all that stuff,
yeah.
you've been established there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would begrudge you or hold it against you to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So I have my demands like I always do, right? If I'm able to run my full 6-7 canopy setup for this last chrome ball, I'm saying here. Because we got like 6-7 canopy setup already. Yeah. If they say only one canopy per SG, don't mind putos. I'm going up to SoFi. Because my guys got it. It's one canopy. They got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not going to be missed. I've been teaching these guys how to do it. I don't want to get the call like, yo, I fucking snapped the frame, bro. You know, should be
It'll be
good.
good.
Yeah.
It'll be all good. There's been a bunch of events and things like that. There's been plenty of practice, right? Already? Or not?
Yeah, I trust my guys. Yeah, definitely. We've been moving Barra team to a different direction lately. We are letting our guys kind of express themselves and what they bring, the style they bring to the table. As you know, and I want to give a big shout out to my guy Josue.
Yeah.
La Banda Orgánica, so they're going to be running their own canopy.
And I gotta say, like a white guy, because I'm a white guy, your way, you know.
Josue.
You know. All right, I will. Now I have official approval. You know
the fucking what the fuck do we call it? The cannabis canopy.
the Organicos.
Yeah. No, those guys are solid, bro. But yeah, they're running it. The Colombians are running their own canopy as well. Well, they're going to run their own canopy as well. It's expensive, dude.
Yeah,
it's expensive. Like people don't see the background to it, and I don't give a fuck, to be honest. They don't need to see the background shit on it, But it is expensive, and we do it because we love doing what we do. We love looking good. We're gonna need those fucking canopies because the fucking sun sucks.
On that note, I gotta ask you, what does it mean to be a supporter to you in particular?
Dude, that's a good question.
You already brought up having canopies,
yeah.
Spending the cash, all that stuff. But what else?
I think it shows the personality of somebody because of supporting a team. Because you got to be there for the highs and the lows, right? And I'm gonna actually quote my guy Billis, who's standing right in front of me. You don't bet on your fucking team.
He's I never bet on. I swear to God, I cannot do it. I only lose because it's emotion.
What do you say? You don't bet on the team, right?
You don't bet with your emotions. You bet with your head.
There you go.
Yes,
bet on your head.
I'm always betting with my heart.
Yeah,
it's my team.
Yeah. But
I'll never bet on SDFC.
Yeah, all right. I don't even gamble, dude. But no, dude.
Me neither.
No, but I think that's what it is, man. I think it's just kind of showing up, being loud and proud, not getting that shit to your head, man. I've seen a lot of guys just come and go because they act too much, and then I'm speaking from my NFL experience, not MLS. I mean, come and go, just because they think they're hot shit, or they're on the camera and they're on the jumbotron. You know what I mean?
That seems to be the antithesis. That seems to be the opposite of fan culture.
Exactly. And it's like, what are you doing this for? For personal gain? You want to promote your business? Mixing business with pleasure never fucking you'll fuck up if you do that. But like I said, just do it for the passion of the sport. Spending time with your fucking brothers, dude. Honestly, I mean, like, I hear stories of like in the NFL with the Chargers with us, like, I've known this kid since he was fucking like 3 years old running around. He's like 30 now. I'm like, oh shit, and like, eventually that's where I'm gonna be at with my little 2-year-old. When he's fucking 15, 16 years old, it's like, exactly, yeah. So for me, it's more just like making memories, being there with your brothers, being there for the highs and lows, being shoulder to shoulder with your homies, with your family. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, is you get to pick. All right, as an adult, you pick how you spend your free time, and this ain't a bad way to do it.
Exactly. I mean, if these guys saw around, like my little boy, shout out Charlie. What's up, my baby? He turned 2 years old on Tuesday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Fuck yeah, I got a 2-year-old. But it was like all the pictures I posted and all the videos of just like him at like sporting events, dude. Him taking a beer bong, a Mountain Dew beer bong. Him having shots with water. Like, he's growing up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I choose to put him in that situation. I chose to put him there, being a fan, even though he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on, And it's like, when he grows up, he's going to know all that shit. He's going to see the photos,
Yeah, you only have positive feelings to that fan culture.
Exactly. So it's like, that's my way of parenting. We don't go to fucking Disneyland. We don't do Sesame Street at the house. Like, fuck that, you know? Like, for us, it's like the football, the soccer ball, the baseball, the homies, you know, the friends that we made along the ways and shit. Like, that to me, that's what kind of being like a supporter of a sporting event is. You know, a sporting team, I'm sorry. We do it with the Padres. We do it with the Chargers. We've been doing it for the Chargers the most, you know?
The moral of like being part of a strong community is not a bad moral to instill in your kids, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And like, I'm blessed, dude. I'm like, dude, I could, I don't know how blessed I am until like I see like all the people around me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I used to throw my own tailgates at Qualcomm, like, I used to do everything, dude. I had my own squad. I had my own crew. This is before I was with Boat Pride. And at the end of the night, like, I laid down tired as fuck, dude. And I'm like, man, all that shit was worth it, though. Because, like, all the pictures, all the laughs, all the smiles, all the drinks, all the food, like, that we all fucking just did, it was like, yo, that shit was worth it to me.
Dude, it's always worth it. And that's the thing, too, is, like, we're already doing these things.
Yeah.
And the team doesn't even play for, what,
Right.
4 months.
Yeah.
We're building something good.
No, like I saw the podcast, the one you guys just did, and you touched bases on that. Like, yo, the community we already got here. Like, to me, it's
like, we're not bullshitting. It's real.
No, exactly. Yeah. Like when the Chargers were here, like, I had my own crew, right? Then they left, and then my friends just expanded like huge, because now I made friends from San Diego and LA.
Yeah.
So now that SDFC is here, and it's like now I'm getting friends in San Diego. I'm like, oh shit, like, the fuck were you guys at?
Yeah, that's exactly the thought that I was having. Like, man, I've been obsessed with soccer and all these things. Like, how did I not meet all these fools?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
So it's cool.
You know.
And but, just like Greg, we were interviewing Greg beforehand, and he was talking about, you know, and he was like, growing up, you know, maybe not the most amount of friends and things like that. And it's like, you think this just gives a reason for everybody to come gather, you know?
Exactly. You know, when I did a podcast a while back, and they told me, it's like, oh, like, what's it like to be like a super fan or a fan, whatever, you know, like going to NFL games or going to MLS games. To me, the way I could describe it, if, you know, for all the listeners out there that maybe are like kind of shy to come in or shy to, you know, like kumbaya with us and shit like that. To me, I see it like a Comic-Con.
Oh, dude, for real.
Like a Comic-Con, bro. Like, that's the best explanation that I could think, because, like, I have friends from Comic-Con, right? And I got sellers, and I got guys who are into cosplay, or friends who are into cosplay, they're on the magazines, all that shit. And it's like, I only see them the 1 week of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, like, we save all our money, we save all our time off just to do Comic-Con.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
That's killer, you know?
And you're around like-minded people. You might look like a fucking nerd, you know? But who cares, because you're around a bunch of other fucking nerds.
Exactly.
And we're all here nerds for fucking sporting events.
Exactly. We brought up on the podcast, we're just like, you know, we're in a park practicing chants, and it's like, at first you kind of walk in, and that's me being new, but like,
of course,
when you start doing
bumped into you,
like,
you know what I mean?
It's like, hell yeah. All right. Like, again, there could be a lot worse ways to spend your people.
Yeah.
There could be a lot worse ways.
No, exactly. Yeah. And shout out to everybody that does all that stuff, man.
Yes.
You know, you're Adrian, homie Remy, fucking all the Chavos guys, all the locals guys. I mean, fuck, dude, the homie from fucking Matrix Battalion, I think, was there.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we choose to spend our fucking Friday, bro. Yeah. I mean, like today I ran a fuckload of errands, dropped off my little boy, and then Esteban picked me up.
Yeah. So
it's like, we are making sacrifices. Do we care about getting praise? In my opinion, I don't. I don't need fucking praise for doing this shit. I mean,
well, that's part of this, like, kind of putting it out there, is I don't think people realize, like, how easy it is to join the community and all that. Like, kind of like the live stream is like, I think that I feel like almost like I'm being selfish, like keeping this in, you know what I'm saying, without telling anybody else, like, hey, come have a good time. Like, no one's gonna judge you. No one's gonna be like, it is like. That spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I could do it. I got a handful of homies already in my back pocket. They're ready to party. Dude. They're fucking ready to party. I just told them, like, let me take care of the bullshit, like the behind the scenes bullshit. What's this game day? We're there, dude. We're heavy, homie. We're heavy. Like, we're bringing tailgating to San Diego again. Like, we're fucking partying.
Believe it or not, right here, that's HR at my work. I'm bringing everybody into the spot.
Sorry. Let me just say sorry now.
See, but I'm saying that at the end of the interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause I don't want anybody to feel weird. But dude, thank you very much for taking the time to
Hell
chat with me
yeah.
again on another live stream.
Yeah,
And this is
man.
the first of,
Oh,
or
man,
the second,
dude,
actually,
man,
the second
yeah.
of
I've
a
been
lot.
taking
at
you guys
Novo.
since, I don't know, what do you like? What do you, how many episodes are you in already? Like 12?
41.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Dude, it's all good. Hey, it's all good.
You know, I think I checked out
Probably
like
10 good ones.
yeah, that was. I think I checked like 10, and I'm keeping up. Yeah, because I like podcasts. I do. I listen to a lot of
appreciate it.
podcasts, to be honest.
We
But
appreciate it.
yeah, no, man, dude, like
Right
when
now,
you,
we're just trying to be entertaining, not a ton of news. You know, we're
Right.
trying to push as much news as we can. That
like
we
on
know.
Friday, you're like, oh, like come over, fucking play some games, you know, drink some beers, do
Yeah.
some other stuff, you know, like
Yeah,
you know, like all right, fuck it, yeah, like I'm down, you know, fucking around. And we got the little spin on it.
Oh, shit.
You know,
Nice.
the style we bring, baby.
Yeah. You want to give one more, what crew you're with and everything?
Oh
What
yeah,
crew?
man. Barra 18. You guys want to party? You guys want to chill? You guys want to drink? Family friendly shit. Just mindless shit. Honestly, I mean, we're coming, dude. It's tough for us to have a setup until it's game day.
Yep.
And I think once game day happens, that's when you're gonna see us the most. I'm working on all the SGs because I just told man right now, like I want everybody to look good. I want everybody to look good. I want everybody to be safe though. I want everybody to be safe. And
I genuinely think the other supporters groups are going to be pretty surprised at how put together we are.
yeah. I think so. Like apparently, like Cincinnati was talking all kinds of shit. So I'm waiting for that game.
For what? Like, hey, you live in Cincinnati.
Well, it's called like the Midwest
Fuck
of San
outta here.
Diego or some shit like that, or the
Fuck
San Diego
outta here.
Midwest city, Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't know, dude. One of our
Hey,
members was just
Their,
like,
their city is so bad they want to be our city.
yeah.
It ain't no thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, just if you guys like to party it up and have a good time, drink some beers, just fucking kick it with everybody, just pull up. Like you said, you can't stress it enough, dude. Like you just pull up as much as you can. Coming up with these chants. I know Barra 18, we got about 4 or 5 new ones we're trying to come up. Hopefully they become fan favorites. That Friday we randomly fucking made one.
I know, but that's how it works. Like you can literally come up with one on the spot. But what's dope is like you can come to that chant practice, get everybody to just practice it a little bit. If the stadium catches onto it, the chant that you came up with can be sung throughout the whole stadium. That's for real. Like you can still do that right now.
Yeah, and then there's lyrical chants and then vocal chants.
Yeah.
Lyrical chants are the ones where you gotta read, you gotta kind of memorize, Vocals are more just like screaming, and you know what I'm saying? Like the ones you're talking, like you'll pick that shit up real quick.
Yeah.
And then that's the one we got. I think 2 of them already with Barra that we're trying to get on and popping and rolling to become like fan favorites and shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. Maybe we'll get a Fancast chant going one time.
That would blow my mind, but that would be sick.
Hey, what's your 3 other guys? You got to bring them out here too.
Hey,
huh? I see 4 squares and only one guy.
Chris,
what the fuck?
You know what? Chris has an excuse. He's sick. Keegan was supposed to show up, but he has a family with the kids and all that.
So why?
And then Colin's in Montana, so
Oh, is it?
Dude, hey, for real, Colin is in Montana, but he's gonna be like our away.
Oh,
our away support section. Yeah.
Oh, I'll try to meet him all. Okay. Montana. Holy
fuck,
dude. I've been there once. I don't think I did shit but go to the bathroom there.
I've never even been to Montana. I need to go visit him.
I drove across the country and shit. I drove to New York City for a football game.
He's like,
so I think we stopped by Montana. I think it was. Yeah.
All right. You know what? We just make a trip out to fucking see Colin.
I hear a drum, so I don't know if the fuck has a drum here. You hear a drum
Yeah,
too,
because
right?
we don't.
Yeah, I don't have a drum. Working on it. Anybody have a drum? Come through.
All right, dude. Thank you for your time. Fucking appreciate it.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Good seeing you out here, brother.
Always.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Get up. Watch out. Fucking Max Pro. Gotta play like a fucking Mario Party at the house. Gotta play like Mario Party at the house.
Lucky us, we ordered double.
HR gets down. Okay.
I've been trying to tell everybody since last Christmas party, but no one wanted to listen. They were all shutting me out.
Thank you. Is this great? No way, man.
What's that?
This happy right now.
Yeah, that's the last best out of 3 game in MLS. Or no. There's one with Real Salt Lake tomorrow or something like that. But anyway,
Beautiful.
sorry, last interview, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have him on the podcast. Hey
I appreciate
everybody,
that.
this is Trent, my coworker.
How's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, and poor Trent, he is now regrets that he told me he knows anything about soccer or anything like that, because now it's just fucking soccer all the time. All the time.
Yeah, it's wonderful. No, it's definitely fun to have someone to talk to at work about soccer every day, especially when it's been kind of part of my life for a long time. So yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah, which he's downplaying it, but his brother played for Orlando for a season.
He attempted to go pro. He spent a year doing it, and then he
Attempted, dude. He was a pro for an entire season for Orlando.
Yes, he was all what's called West Coast for soccer, the first team in college. I went to the Elite Eight at St. Mary's, I went to watch him play multiple games against big teams like Brown in the East Coast and in the tournaments. So he was a big deal for a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell yeah! But Trent also I mean, Trent has had many correspondences with Lindsey Horan, who's married to San Diego FC's sporting director. So, like the
Yes.
the connections there and everything like that. Little did everybody know that this nerd who's doing the freaking SDFC Fancast podcast is working with some soccer royalty from San Diego over here,
Well, the nice thing with San Diego is it's a big soccer culture. So in high school, I have so many ex-girlfriends who played soccer at a high level. And,
Like teammates with Lindsey Horan. for
yes,
real.
and
That's not a joke.
played Team USA stuff.
That's so sick.
San Diego Surf, Nomads. There's so many programs down here that develop good talent.
Albion.
So, Albion, that's one of them. We always handle them pretty easily.
Dude, I was gonna ask, like, what's the hierarchy?
Well, I think things have changed since the academy programs, because the academy wasn't that big for me before I stopped playing. When my brother ended his career in high school, academy for surf, and that's when the academy really blew up and things changed. But yeah, I feel like I know a couple people who are doing pretty well for soccer. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, let me ask you, growing up, watching soccer and all that, and maybe soccer not being as accessible in the U.S., do you have foreign teams you support, and why do you support them?
Yep, and we've talked about this at work a handful. So
I know,
I know you brought this one up on purpose, but I lived in Italy for about 3 years. So I lived in Naples, Italy. So I'm a big Napoli fan, and we're
Beautiful.
killing it right now.
Love it.
So super happy that
Conte, Lukaku, McTominay, freaking Billy
him
Gilmore.
left, and I was distraught, but we figured it out. And then I'm also a Dortmund fan. My dad grew up and lived in Germany for a little bit. So yeah, those are my two teams internationally.
Well, good. I'm glad you're a Dortmund fan. I would rather you be a Dortmund fan over a Bayern fan or something like that, because I like 1860 myself, and they are definitely more in tune. I literally have a scarf that's like half 1860 and half Dortmund.
Yeah, beautiful. The yellow wall is amazing. I just wanted to get in there one day. That would be probably one of the greatest moments of my life.
That's a bucket list item for me, and I'm not even a Dortmund fan.
It's just one of the greatest experiences you can have as a soccer fan.
So,
hopefully we can build that here,
dude. So lastly, how are you feeling about San Diego FC and all that stuff?
I'm so excited. I was a San Diego fan my whole life. We've lost the Chargers, who I'm still a big fan of, and some people have chastised them and don't support them anymore.
And that's like your number one. Like, is that the most hardcore fandom?
That's my biggest fandom.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Padres, who it's been a long battle, and we're great now. And I just am so excited to have another team in San Diego to call our own, especially soccer. Where obviously we have women's soccer, and we had Loyal for a while, and I just to get to that top division for the men's for soccer. I'm just ecstatic to have a team to cheer for, and I hope we're freaking good, man. I hope we're good. That's like, even if we're not, we're San Diego fans. We know how to suffer.
I genuinely think we are going to be, at the minimum, I think we're going to be better than people expect.
Yeah. I agree. I think we're building something good so far, and the pillars that we've kind of set ourselves up with will lead to good things. De Bruyne, bring him home. Bring him to us.
Oh my God!
Bring him home.
Yes, just do it already. And dude, okay, so that would actually work so well. Because I know so much about soccer, and I've gone through all the training courses, which I have not at all. I don't know shit about what I'm talking about. But let me tell you, San Diego FC, Yepa Tverskov, he has been the best player for Nordsjælland. So Tverskov is one of the players we signed from Nordsjælland, and dude, he literally has been the best player for Nordsjælland this season. I'm saying it right now. He plays as like a deep midfielder, and he's been killing it. Him next to De Bruyne would fucking destroy in MLS. Are you shitting me?
I mean, Chucky was killing it for PSV for a while.
Dude, until he got injured, he was top scorer.
And now Pepe's taking over, so we gotta we gotta love that for the US fans. But I do feel really confident in our team. But if we can bring, De Bruyne would be the best player in MLS immediately, right?
In my opinion, yes. I think he's the best player in the world.
It's gonna be I'm a Messi fan. He's better than Messi right now. Right now. At this moment, he'd be the best player in MLS. So if we can have someone to help our brand like that from the get go. I mean, guys, this is a pipe dream, right?
I know. I know.
And
But
even if we don't
doesn't
have
want to live in right now, San Diego is like the hot spot for rich people to come live because they know LA sucks. They
the
finally
weather's
realize
great.
that LA sucks, and now San Diego's the next spot, huh? Come on, Kevin De Bruyne, let's go.
If we get him, I'm not afraid of Neymar joining MSN again. And
Oh, dude, not at all. I know. Please do it all day. You cannot stop. Dude, I would take Kevin De Bruyne over all day long.
You need to have your own identity, and you would be able to bring that here
Absolutely.
with the talent that we already have.
Absolutely.
So,
And
wishful
that
thinking,
right to dream style of play, it's got to happen. Do it. Fuckers,
wishful
do it.
thinking. Even if we don't get him, I'm super hopeful still. But if we get him, I'm very confident in our team.
Yeah.
On like a overwhelming confidence level. So
Me too.
hopefully I don't want to be too confident because as a San Diego fan, that just leads to trouble. So.
It's a heartache, but that's all right. All right, dude. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you, Nate. Yeah, no, I
for hanging
appreciate
out
you.
on my midlife crisis. I appreciate it.
Yep. You shout out the Pine
Yeah.
Age.
You said to the pilot.
Well, that's where we met, dude. Oh, see, I'm still yelling. They can still hear me. They can hear you, Alex.